Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy the King KD, and I'm back here with another NBA 2K My Team video. In today's video, we're going to be going over the most important cards that haven't got any new cards. Cards that are being ignored by 2K. Players who deserve new cards from their performances and from the lack of cards they have been getting. Which is kind of crazy, but I do have a full lineup. We're going to go over here. We're going to fill up this whole lineup with players that deserve new cards. We're going to start off from the bench, and then we're going to get to the starting lineup. They're not in any specific order, but yeah. So we're going to start off with the bench at the 13th spot. We're going to go with Dillon Brooks. I think Dillon Brooks needs a new card. His only card comes from Season 1, which was grindable via agendas, and is still available in the player market for 11,000, which is crazy considering that new rubies that are like 89 overalls cost less than that, which is crazy. And then for a little 10,000 extra MT, you can get you some of the best amethyst in the game. And his card was really good at the time with the 90 perimeter defense, but everything else was pretty mid. Now I'm looking at this badge and realizing how bad the card was. But for that time, this card was really good, and a lot of people enjoyed this card. Really good for the defense. Really good for defense. Next up, we got Sabonis. Sabonis, he does have a Tis the Season card, which is an amethyst. But this guy is, think he's top 5 in the MVP race. Might be in the top 10. But his card is from the Tis the Season, which does get a dynamic duo with Kevin Huerter, which takes him to, I think, a diamond. Probably a 94, I think. I don't know, but I think he deserves a new card, and he probably will get one for the All-Star set, most likely. Well, actually, no. If he gets called for a backup to be an All-Star, he will get one, because he isn't an All-Star as of right now. So if there's any injury replacements, he might be, eligible to get that. But his stats are, not bad on this card, but it would be good if they give him one with a little bit better defense and, just boost the card. He deserves a new card. He's been balling out. And I feel like he should have been an All-Star, if I'm being honest. Now, next up, we do got Miles Bridges. Miles Bridges been balling out. And I think they'll give him a card, but I think they'll give it to him in Season 4. I mean, not Season 4. Season 5. Probably with the Season Rewind collection. Because right now, he has his Series 1 gold card. But today, he dropped 40-something points. And the game before that, he dropped 40-something points. He's been balling out. He's been stepping up for his team. This card is horrible. It's unusable. You don't see anything green except for 2 or 3 things which don't matter. Like, look at the card. To make the card even be a 75, they have to give him 99 shot IQ, which is horrible. There's no way he should still have his 75 overall. He's been balling out. He's been hooping. I'm really excited to see how his card is going to look, and he really deserves one. So I'm really looking forward to him getting a new card. Next up, we do have my boy Lauri Markkanen. Lauri has been balling out, but there's no way his only card is the award from the NBA's back collection. He had the 90 overall amethyst. The amethyst was nothing too crazy, but people were able to get him for free, actually. He was available in one of the mode rewards, and he was also available to... when these cards came out, you were able to get an equal chance pack for free, so a lot of people got him and some of the other players. This card wasn't bad. The only problem with this card is defense, and defensively he was bad. But if you look at his... this ad is in the way right now. But he's 7 feet tall, you gotta remember, and he could play... Okay, they have him at power forward / center. Hopefully his new card can play the small forward position, because he does play small forward, power forward. So if he can get that on his new card, that would be really good. Next up, we got Kyrie Irving. He got a 94 overall, level 40, Season 1. This card was the best game in the card in day 1 of 2K, because you're able to buy level 40 if you did. And then it was also the level 40 glitch on current gen, old gen, whatever you want to call it. But this Kyrie card was insane. I love this Kyrie card. Obviously, if you got the Pro Pass, you get this one where you can put any badge on him. He's 6'2", and it didn't really matter if he had a short point guard. Obviously, his shooting was great. His slashing was really good, besides the dunking. But defensively, at the time, you could live with using Kyrie because there wasn't really no crazy offensive cards at that time. Like, probably the only threat was 90 overall amethyst Devin Booker. And then, in the beginning of the game, there's nothing too crazy, so you could live with this. But right now, this would be unusable. Completely unusable, especially with his height. So I'm hoping he can get a new card with some defense, some boosted, just something new. Switch it up. Kyrie is my boy. He deserves a new card. Next up, from the Warriors, we got my boy Brandon Pajimski. He's been on a roll. He got a breakout card in season, what was it, last season, I think. Yeah, he got this 82 overall. His jumper is nice, it's really good. Plays solid. I used him in Unlimited earlier. I was trying out some lower tiered cards, some emeralds, some rubies, sapphires, and cards like that. And looking at his card, you know, he deserves a new card. Like, the 3 ball is at 85, but he shoots like he got a 93 ball, 85 driving layup, 82 perimeter defense, 81 steal. Playmaking was good. But the thing with Pajimski, you know, IRL and in the game, he could do a little bit of everything. That's why they couldn't give him nothing too crazy, you know. His ball handle, he got it. He got some defense. He got some shooting. But you see, nothing is in the 90s. That's what I'm hoping for. If he gets a new card, hopefully it's like an amethyst or even a diamond. And if he could get that, that would be really good. He's been dropping some crazy stats. He's had like back-to-back double-doubles with no turnovers. Yeah, he's just getting tons of assists, playing smart with the ball, no turnovers. He's been balling. He deserves it. Next up, we got Tyrese Maxey, which I think he's going to get one for the All-Star because he has this 93 overall diamond. I believe he'll get a pink diamond. Obviously, he was the first 2K numbers card after he dropped 50 points. And they actually had this card on, not on sale, in the player market for about 150,000 MT. Or I don't remember how much it was. But yeah, he was in the player market. You were able to buy him. And the only way was to get him was to either buy him or pull him. And a lot of people were mad because these cards were able to be, you know, grinded out. You know, and they started to do that a little bit more with the Luka card and the Joel Embiid card. But they need to consistently keep doing this with the 2K numbers type cards. You know, he had a 93 3 ball. And then defensively, it was pretty bad, so he wasn't really going to be able to play. Especially he came out in I think he came out season 2. He's been a bucket, you know. He's all-star season, you know. He's been balling out. And next up we got Trae Young. There's no world why Trae Young should have an amethyst from season 2. It just doesn't make sense. Trae Young is a really, really good player. This amethyst was actually free. You're able to get him for free. 6'1" point guard, 95 3 ball. At the time, if you didn't have Steph Curry, this was a good budget Steph. You know, he had a 95 3 ball, 95 layup. And that's like around the time where they had the cooking Curry. So if you didn't have him, Trae Young was a good alternative. So I'm really looking, he's 25,000 MT, a bit expensive. Because you can get better players for 21,000 MT. And Trae Young's outdated, and then he lacks defense. So I'm really looking forward for him to get a new card, whether I buy him or not. Next up, we got the former Finals MVP, reigning NBA champion, Nikola Jokic. He got the Tournament Battles card, the Collector Reward, 93 overall diamond. The card is bad. That's just the easiest way to say it. How do you give one of the best players, if not the best player in the world, a bad card? Like, his close shot was good in the midi. 85 3 ball, 87 layup, 85 standing dunk, 75 driving dunk. Post scoring was okay. And then defense was horrible. Physicals are horrible. Playmaking, obviously the passing is good, but the ball handling speed with the ball is not gonna be good. But you know where they messed was with the physicals. He cannot move. He's not gonna be able to compete against the other cards. And then when they had like Shaq out, I think at this time Shaq was still dominant. So how is this card right here supposed to dominate or even stop or slow down Shaq? Because really at the time nobody was able to stop Shaq. So I'm really looking forward for Jokic to get a new card, and I think he should get one for All-Star Weekend. Should be a pink diamond, if not. Next up, we got Jalen Duren. Jalen Duren, I've been looking at him. He's been playing solid. Obviously, he still had the emerald. They gave him this tournament battle card, which got no evils because the Pistons did not win a single tournament battle game. And yeah, Duren has been playing pretty good. This card is really mid. All the tournament battle cards were mid, unless they got some evils, which made some of them a little bit better. He's for 4,000 MT. Can't shoot with him. Physicals are bad. Defense is bad. Can't really score inside. Like, you can't do nothing with the card. You got 2 bronze badges on finishing. No shooter, no playmaking. And then 3 silver on defense, 1 bronze. You can't do nothing with the card. So if we could get a usable Jalen Duren card, that would be really, really good. Next up, we got Michael Beasley. Michael Beasley. This card was a budget demon. Obviously, if you weren't able to get LeBron, this was a good alternative. Obviously, he's not as good as LeBron, but his jumper was nice. He moves pretty good, and he plays solid. But the only thing is his defense wasn't as good. But you know, at the end of the day, it's still a really, really good card when it comes to the offense. 87 3 ball. He shoots like he got a 90 and above. 90 driving dunk, 87 layup. Physicals were good. Yeah, as you can see, the defense is pretty bad, but playmaking is good as well. And then the badges are not bad. Hot spots from almost everywhere, just missing 2 spots. Card really good, 6'9", really good player. Once he gets a new card, it's gonna be looking scary when it comes to Michael Beasley. Next up, we got Devin Booker. Devin Booker has been going off. He's the all-star this year. He's been balling out. Everybody loves Devin Booker. He should have got a card when he dropped 62, but 2K didn't want to give us a 2K numbers card. And I think either he's gonna get an all-star card, or they're gonna get him a card for the West lock-in for next season, because for the previous season rewind they had Karl Anthony Towns as the lock-in, but Devin Booker is either gonna get an all-star card or for the season rewind. But I really want to see him get a card soon. For 123,000 MT, he get his diamond right now. The card is really good, but the fact that he's his defense stats are pretty solid, but when it comes to the badges, it's really bad. So these stats, they might look good. 80 steal, 86 perimeter defense. It would be solid if he got some badges like interceptor, glove, and some of these on gold, which he doesn't. Playmaking really good. Shooting is great. 94 3 ball. He has one of the best, if not the best, fadeaway in the game. Elite 3 hunter. He's gonna be able to carry your offense if you need him to do it. Next up, this is the card everybody's been wanting, because there's no way Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, top 3 in the MVP race, has only 2 obtainable cards. Well, not 2 obtainable cards. Only 1 obtainable card at the moment that you could buy, which is the Sapphire, and nobody wants to buy Sapphire. And then the other one was Season 2, the Collector, not the Collector Reward, the Ultimate Reward if you completed all the modes. And this card was really good at the time, but a lot of people weren't playing at that time because that's kind of when the game started to fall off a little bit. And this card was really, really good at the time, especially the things he was able to do. 83 3 ball, 93 midi, 93 driving layup, 75 driving dunk, 93 driving layup. Playmaking is really, really great. Defensively, 83 perimeter defense, 70 steal, 65 block, 68 interior defense. See, when it comes to Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, you see his stats are bad, obviously, and his badges are bad. But the thing is, this card was able to get every badge in the game, and you can put it as high as you want. So when you give Shai every defense badge on Hall of Fame, he's a problem. He's a problem. That's what made the card really good. As you can see, like Devin Booker had 86 perimeter defense, but that does not make him good. And also, Shai is 6'6". D-Book was 6'5", but Shai was really good at the time. People had him badged up. He was a real problem. And people even use him to this day. Some people use him in salary cap because his salary is at 1,800 because not a lot of people have him. And he's a really good option. So I'm really looking forward for 2K to add these players' new cards. Make sure I leave a like and subscribe. Comment down below what player you guys want to see get a new card soon in NBA 2K. Hopefully we get an announcement for Yao Ming tomorrow. And I'll see you guys in the next video.